is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today, we're discussing Christmas Above the Clouds, which originally aired on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, November 8th, 2025, and you can currently stream it on Hallmark Plus. While you're doing that, hop on over to Instagram or TikTok or Threads or Blue Sky. We're Girls Gone Hallmark everywhere. Follow us.
Hey, come visit our website, girlsgonehallmark.com. I don't know. I just zoned out there for a second. Yes, girlsgonehallmark.com. I think you will like what you find there. It's very detailed show notes.
Yes.
So if you're looking for information about the movies, I mean, IMDb does a good job too sometimes, but I think ours are pretty thorough.
Agree.
We also have some other fun stuff. So come poke around over there on girlsgonehallmark.com.
Let's kick off this review with a synopsis of Christmas Above the Clouds.
I got to tell you, I couldn't find just a 1 or 2 sentence synopsis for this. It was very lengthy, everywhere. So I had to
shorten it, condense it. Let's see how it sounds.
Okay. When a high-flying CEO tries to skip Christmas, 3 spirits and an old flame remind her that success means nothing without love and maybe a little holiday magic.
Not bad.
All right.
Christmas Above the Clouds was directed by Peter Benson. As we've mentioned many times, Peter has quite the holiday directing resume this year, having directed A Royal Montana Christmas, as well as the upcoming The More the Merrier. Peter also appears in this movie as Charlie, one of Ella's employees.
Christine Garver and Stephanie Jackson wrote this script for Christmas Above the Clouds. Together, they wrote last year's Trivia at St. Nick's. Stephanie also wrote the Hallmark movies Christmas in Tahoe and Sweet Pecan Summer. Hey, is Sweet Pecan Summer a Tyler Hynes, Lacey Chabert movie?
I don't honestly have any memory.
Me neither.
I don't think so. Erin Krakow stars as Ella Neezer. Erin and Tyler are reuniting 4 years after their roles in It Was Always You, a reunion the fans have been pining for ever since.
Sweet Pecan Summer is actually a Wes Brown, Christine Coe movie.
Nice.
I don't know why. I was thinking otherwise. Tyler Hynes plays Jake Phelps. Tyler will reprise his role as Taylor in the upcoming 3 Wisest Men later this month. He's also filmed another movie for Hallmark, All the Familiar Places, co-starring Stacey Farber. No air date for that movie has been announced. Thinking February, maybe?
Probably.
I love seeing Stacey Farber in another movie. That's exciting.
Yeah. Matthew Clark voices the pilot and also plays the ghost of Christmas Present. Matthew was last seen on Hallmark in An Unexpected Valentine and previously on Field Day. He has also recently appeared in the TV series Family Law and Paranormal Solutions, Inc.
Faith Wright plays the ghost of Christmas Past. Her resume reads like 6 degrees of separation, having appeared in Blind Date Book Club with Erin Krakow, The 3 Wise Men and a Baby movie with Tyler Hynes, and The Babysitter's Club with Peter Benson. What? Hold up. Peter Benson is in The Babysitter's Club?
He plays Stacey McGill's dad, Peter McGill.
Don't think I realized that.
I've brought it up many times.
I like that show. R.I.P.
I know, gone too soon. Garfield Wilson plays the Air Marshal Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. Among his 86 acting credits include the movie Final Destination Bloodlines and the series Virgin River.
Does he have lines in either of those shows either? And finally, Emily Tennant plays Bobby. Emily was in The Wish Swap earlier this year and in 2023's Holiday Hotline.
Let's take a quick break and come right back to talk first impressions. Hey, Wendy, what was your first impression of Christmas Above the Clouds?
Well, you and I talked via text about this movie and about this topic. Ghosts aside, the real threat was coffee near that white outfit.
I was stressed for her.
Listen, I get that you're going to wear something like leisurely like that on a long haul travel, but not white.
I wondered how many they had on set because she filmed for days on end wearing the same thing.
And even just like sitting in like dirty seats.
I know.
The butt would get all dirty.
I was very worried about it.
What was your first impression?
Lightning does strike twice. Tyler Hynes and Erin Krakow are a match made at 30,000 feet.
Look at you. I have some thoughts.
Okay. Well, why don't I kick off with this and then you can tell me your counterpoint.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm a big fan of Tyler and Erin together again. Mm-hmm. I think they have a lot of natural chemistry, and I think that gives the movie a strong foundation to begin with. I feel like you can feel the history between them. Their banter works for them. You know, it's like these are people who get Hallmark, and they get what it's like to be in a Hallmark movie. They speak the Hallmark shorthand. They know how to deliver the heart and the humor. It doesn't feel forced.
I agree with all of that.
Okay.
I have a feeling you think I'm going to...
I just thought maybe.
No, I really like this movie, but this is an Erin Krakow movie. Full stop.
Yeah, not a Tyler Hynes movie.
Not a Tyler Hynes movie, and the Hynes are going to be pissed about it, just like they were pissed about Never Been Kissed. That was not a Tyler Hynes movie either.
You make an excellent point.
This was fully about Ella Neezer, which... Can you imagine, like I get the joke, but could you imagine if that was your name?
No, as a child, that would be rough stuff.
Forget about it, right? I loved seeing them reunited together, but this is absolutely her vehicle. I think she carries it really well. There's a lot of humor. There's a lot of heart. I liked it. I liked her. And I think Tyler does what Tyler does best. He's calm. He's confident. He's charming. When he tells Ella that he loves her at the end, I almost melted. Mm-hmm. I thought it was such a good scene. Mm-hmm. It was just right. It was just right. So I liked it.
Now, you are known to love a Christmas Carol riff.
Well, that's funny you say that because my very first like is I love a classic retelling when it's done right. And I thought this was a fun, modern take on the story.
I agree. I thought it struck a nice balance. It was clever, it was cozy, it was familiar. I know that some of the names were perhaps a little bit too on the nose. Yeah. I didn't mind it. Ella Neezer, Marlene Jacobson, Bobby Cratchit. The writers were having fun with it.
Yeah, no, I didn't hate any of that.
I liked the ghost being part of the flight crew, pilot, flight attendant, air marshal, keeps it all thematic and modern.
Especially when you're filming within a quote unquote airplane.
Yes.
Yeah, it made sense. It made sense. Let me tell you, I was so worried that Ella was going to stay unlikable, but they pulled it off. She was real unlikable. Mm-hmm. I was like, is this redemption going to happen? Like,
yeah.
Because obviously we're familiar with this story. Like, we're going to come around to this character. She was so unlikable. Mm-hmm. So I was happy that they landed the plane. Again, no pun intended here, but all those, like, the tipping point for me was the stuff with Tim, the little boy, when she's like watching over and he is ill and all that realization. I was like, oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, because that's fully outside of her.
Right.
When she's seeing all this stuff with Jake, that's something that she's personally involved in. And I think she feels a little bit torn about how all that played out.
Right.
But when she sees that Tim is caught up in it and the way if her actions affect people completely outside of her orbit.
Yeah.
This poor, sweet little boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that Emily Tennant was in it, but hello, why are you in such a small supporting role?
Right.
Either if she's just in town or she's friends or like, I don't know. I just thought it was so weird. Like, we've seen her in 2 big movies.
Sure.
Why are you in this tiny role?
Well,
there are no tiny roles.
That's right.
There are no small roles, whatever it is. I loved seeing her in it.
I thought the production value on this movie was pretty high, and the transitions from the ghosts as they're traveling through time, I actually really liked it.
I liked all that stuff too. I didn't like the ghost of the future. What is it? Is that what it's called?
Christmas Yet to Come.
Yeah, like the graveyard scenes and all that stuff I thought were a little bit
hokey.
But sorry, hold on. Jeez, I'm gross. But I did like the transitions. I really loved the ghosts, the first two ghosts. The third ghost didn't say anything.
And never does.
But the first two were enjoyable. Really enjoyable. Yeah.
So this may be Erin Krakow's movie, but Tyler does make a splash in several scenes. First of all, no one can throw a line away like Tyler Hynes. When she reappears in the bathroom, opens the door, she's wearing the inflated life vest.
Stop it. Stop it. Yes, go ahead.
And he goes, "You good?" Nobody can do that like Tyler Hynes.
But the best part about that scene is when they open the door and the person is standing there.
Yes.
The implication is, what are these two man and woman doing in the bathroom on an airplane?
Joining the Mile High Club.
Yes, and they're just like looking at, I'm gagged.
Great.
I thought it was so good.
Also, while Jake's future as a lonely librarian might be tragic, my God, did he look hot.
Oh, totally. And shout out, they did these college era scenes, right? Where they're supposed to be a lot younger. Oh, Megan's making a face.
Yeah.
It's hard. How are you going to make, okay, I don't know how old these actors are. I'm going to say they're in their early 40s, perhaps. How do you look 20?
It's in my wishes.
Okay, we'll talk more about it. But the flashbacks worked for me. I thought the college era scenes were good. Even beyond that, obviously, because we got Jake and Ella beyond college too, in their early adult relationship. It worked for me. I like that we saw it instead of we were just told about it. So I didn't hate it. I'm interested to hear your wishes about it. Also, can I tell you something?
Yes.
For some reasons I can't explain, it might just be this particular story, but I was on the verge of tears watching this entire movie, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
You know me, I'm kind of a black heart Christmas hater. It's something about this story always hits for me.
I really enjoyed watching this movie.
So did I. So did I.
Would you like to talk wishes?
Sure. Oh, wait, one more thing. Peter Benson. I loved Peter Benson. I'm glad that he directed. I also just love that he shows up as this employee. And I loved all the snarky comments about their mean boss, the Krampus comments and all that stuff, the Christmas party that she wasn't at, and comments about the office being cold.
Yeah.
I loved all of it.
Well, let's talk wishes.
Okay.
It is hard to age someone backwards 15 years. And we have an easier time of it with women because you can change your look with your hair. So I didn't fully buy Tyler Hynes as a young grad student.
Okay.
They did give him a little bit of a different hair look.
A little bit of a Caesar.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like the brushing forward of, yeah.
But, okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? My only other wish was your first impression. I understand the choice of a sweatsuit for a 20-hour flight, but I was so worried about it getting dirty and wondered how many of them they had available since she's wearing it through so many scenes.
Yeah.
What are your wishes?
As a nervous flyer myself, when she first falls asleep and then wakes up and has that whole, she watches that video of her old boss or whatever, but it's red flashing lights and kind of a panic inducing.
And then they have to jump out of the door.
I did not like any of that.
I hear you.
I did not like that at all. My other wish is, I had talked about this in our preview episode. I really wanted some sort of guest cameos in the roles of the ghosts. Now, I said earlier, I did like who they chose.
They did a great job.
I like those characters, but I do think a cameo would have been fun here. I also would have loved to see friend of the show, Erica Tufley, in one of these roles. I think he would have been great.
I was wishing for him as the flight attendant.
He would have been great.
I agree. It was like Bobo Erica Tufley. Let's talk. Did you see that?
Okay.
I'm going to nitpick here. When Ella is visiting the present with the ghost, she goes to events that are happening as she's flying. So she goes to her work Christmas party that she's not at because she's traveling. She goes to her sister's Christmas Eve event that she's not at because she's flying. But then she goes, first of all, those are both nighttime events. Then it's daytime and she's at Jake's work. Jake is on the plane. Now, it's present-ish because it had just happened, but she's like, I don't understand why this is happening. They're like, this is happening right now. And then she goes to Jake's and like, well, obviously this isn't happening right now.
Right.
It was a little odd.
A little fudge in the...
It's present-ish.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right.
My only other one is the red scarf reappears at the end.
Yes.
And he's like, that's our scarf. We could have been a little more surprised by the reappearance of a scarf after all these years.
Yeah, but she had been using it. She took it on the flights with her because it made her nervous.
But she unwrapped it in a gift.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense of like where it came from.
But she didn't take it on the flights because Bobby couldn't find it.
Correct.
So just the idea that it appeared in a wrapped gift and you're like, look at that.
Yeah, no,
A little bit of Christmas magic, I guess.
Exactly.
What did you see?
Tiny airplane detail. Ella's seat reclines a little bit, but Jake's does not recline at all. Y'all, this is a first class flight that they're in. You would be in a full flat sleeper seat.
Yeah.
Full flat sleeper seat. They show Ella's like reclined just a tiny bit, but at one point Jake goes to sleep and he's like, chin to chest, sleeping. You would never. I thought they did okay with recreating what a interior of a first class.
Sure, and you couldn't do a full pod situation. It wouldn't have made sense for filming.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see bodies and whatever. So, it was decent. There was one line that made me laugh out loud is when Ella wakes up and she goes, something must have been wrong with that champagne. And her boss, the boss who had died, she goes, yeah, it was Prosecco.
Oh, yeah, great.
Oh my God, I thought it was so funny. It was one of the funniest lines of the entire movie.
Yes, I loved that.
Loved it. Also, one final, did you see that? It was a missed opportunity. We have Jake talking, I think it's to Ella's sister, and they're talking about if he's met anyone. He's talking about how he hasn't met anyone. He hasn't had that same spark since he had with Ella. And here they should have used the word zing, which they use in It Was Always You.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
I haven't found that zing.
Yeah. Let's talk smoochometer.
Oh, let's talk smoochometer.
I gotta tell you, I thought their kiss was top tier.
I thought it was a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
We have not yet exceeded the Royal Montana Christmas yet.
Warren Christie is not going to be knocked off.
He has set the bar incredibly high, and I'm not sure that we'll get there. I think maybe if I hadn't seen that kiss first, some of these 9 out of 10 kisses might have been 10 out of 10s. Mm-hmm. But the bar is too high.
And there's still time.
Lots. What did you rate Christmas Above the Clouds?
I give it 4.5 stars.
I give it 4.5 stars too. And I'm thinking, why?
Why wasn't it a 5-star movie?
Yeah. It's just that je ne sais quoi. It's just that little special. Here's what I'll say.
Okay.
Sorry, you were going to say something.
No, go ahead.
I saw an interview with Jonathan Bennett the other day where he was talking about Finding Mr. Christmas and about what the show is about. And he was like, look, we see the guys. We know what they look like. But what we're looking for throughout the show is that unnameable thing of, I just like watching you talk. Mm-hmm. You can't describe it. You can't teach it. It's just, there's something about you that I want to watch. And I think perhaps for me, sometimes a 5-star movie is not a nameable thing. It just, you know it when you see it.
Well, let me present this to you. We knew what we were going to get with a reunification of Erin and Tyler, right? We've seen them work together. Mm-hmm. We knew we were going to get something good. Mm-hmm. My only 5-star movie right now is Ted Cooper.
Same.
And when I went in to watch Ted Cooper, it hit me over the head because I was not expecting any of that. And that's why that lands as a 5-star movie for me.
Yes, you make an excellent point.
So I'm happy with my 4.5 stars. I'm dying to hear what the Hynes have to say, what they think about this.
Am I going to be defending this movie for the rest of the season? I get sometimes real up in arms when people hate a movie that we liked. And I feel like they're wrong about the reasons they didn't like it.
Well, okay, we liked Never Been Kissed.
We liked Never Been Kissed, and that's what I'm thinking, because I think people missed the point of that movie. Even Tyler himself said the whole point of that movie was that it wasn't about him. He was happy to make a movie where he was not the focus.
Well, this movie was not about him either.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
he's definitely a bigger role than Never Been Kissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's definitely a co-star.
100%.
You know, there's no other additional person that you could put alongside Erin Krakow in this movie who you'd say, but you're right.
Daniel
this isn't
Lissing.
No. That's not what I mean. I mean, there's no other person who's usurping that co-star role in this movie as it stands. Yeah, Daniel Lissing would have been great. I do love him. Weigh in, Hynes. Let us know. girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com.
You know, Tyler's got another movie coming up
Yes, he
in
does.
a week or two. So there's plenty of Tyler this season to go around.
This is enough. And he'll be on the cruise. And he'll be in Kansas City. And he'll be at Christmas Con. There's a little bit of Tyler for everyone. If you were on the cruise, I hope you were kind to the man.
Keep your elbows to yourself.
If you know, you know. Thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, we do love your 5-star ratings and reviews. Drop them if you got them. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.